Greetings, my comrades, and welcome back to Zanolith. Today is the start of a very long and big series I have been working on. What if I wrote Pokemon the series Black and White? The Generation 5 anime is seen as the worst one in the entire series, and as a fan of that anime, my goal for this series is to create a better version of Unova that takes the best aspects of the original, mixes it with fan criticisms, and uses the original story of Black and White as its basis. In the end, I hope that I can properly create a brand new version of Unova that everyone can enjoy, because I just want people to appreciate such a great region. I also want to make sure that I don't change anything that's after Best Wishes, so that includes X and Y, Sun and Moon, and Journeys, which isn't really that hard since there are no mentions of Unova until Journeys, and even when it is mentioned, Ash's Unova journey is never mentioned, so I think we'll be okay in that regard. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get right into this new version of Pokemon the series Black and White. I feel like it's only appropriate if we start off with our main trio, Ash, CILAN, and HILDA. Yes, I will be replacing Iris, but for a good reason. Iris had a great story in Best Wishes, but I don't think she needed to be a companion to have that great story. So instead, I'm going to give her a treatment similar to Karina in the XY storyline. The only difference is that she will be a reoccurring character throughout the entire series, and her arc will come to an end when the trio reaches Opelucid City. This way, we not only get the amazing story of Iris from the original Best Wishes, but create a brand new character that addresses fan criticisms and allows for a brand new storyline. So now, let's get into our main trio. Ash is the easiest one to talk about. His goal is to obviously get all 8 gym badges and participate in the Unova League. This version of Ash is a continuation of the Diamond and Pearl iteration of the character, so he's going to be a better battler than he was in Sinnoh, but he won't be as good as he will be in X and Y, so we keep a consistent character arc with Ash's character. His battling strategy will still be very unique, and he will have a proper mix of goofiness and seriousness. I won't be revealing his Pokemon yet, but this version of Ash will deliver a much better character than the one from the original one, and I believe one who will definitely be a lot better, and people will love this version of Ash a lot more. HILDA is the brand new character that is heavily inspired by the manga character of White and HILDA from the Black and White games. Her goal is to create a team of acting Pokemon for commercials, movies, and musicals very similar to her goal in the manga. However, she will become her own character as the series goes on and will find a new goal that she believes will better suit her. She is kind of a tomboy and a very positive person, but is someone you never want to get on your bad side. I'm very excited to showcase her in this rewritten version of Unova. CILAN will be the same character as the original because I flippin' love CILAN. But in this version of Unova, CILAN will actually have a plot in order to become an S-Class connoisseur. CILAN in the original only had a very few instances where he actually worked towards his goal. In my rewrite, CILAN will participate in the Pokemon Evaluathons, a competition where judges evaluate a connoisseur's evaluation skills on people and Pokemon. Depending on your placement in the competition, you will earn a certain amount of points. And at the end of the year, the top 5 connoisseurs with the most points will participate in something known as the Master Evaluation, and the winner will be classified as an S-Class connoisseur. These will essentially be the Pokemon contests or showcases for Unova, and expands a lot on CILAN as a character. Now, before I explain the beginning of the series with the first 2 episodes, I need to state this. This is a realistic version of the anime, so I will not be doing anything that I deem too fan-servicey or too unrealistic. so I will not be bringing back all Pokemon during the adventure, nor will I be doing anything that makes this feel like a fanfiction. This is not meant to feel like a fanfiction. This is a proper rewrite of the Black and White series. Since that is now established, let's begin our rewritten version of Pokemon the series Black and White with the Prologue episodes. Welcome to the Unova region, a region where people and Pokemon work together as friends and companions. We now pick up with our one and only protagonist, Ash Ketchum, who was on a plane ride with Professor Oak on their way to the Unova region. After getting the okay from his mom, Ash went along with Oak to the Unova region and is super excited to start a new adventure. When the plane lands, the two are greeted by the Unova region's head researcher, Professor Juniper, who welcomes Ash to the Unova region. Ash requests if he could look around for a few minutes, and the professors let him. As Ash explores the area around the airport, he gets to see a bunch of brand new Unovan Pokemon. However, everything changes when a thunderstorm suddenly starts seemingly out of nowhere. Ash and Pikachu try to get back to the professors, but they are then surrounded by pillars of lightning. Before Ash can do anything else, a weird-looking rock then floats down to Ash, and he grabs hold of it. As soon as he does, the storm seems to have stopped completely. Ash then makes sure Pikachu is okay before doing anything else, and decides to think about the stone later, so he places it in his backpack. He then returns to the professors, they get in Juniper's car, and head towards New Vema Town. We then switch to New Vema Town, where a young girl is running down the streets as she approaches Professor Juniper's lab, where a certain young man is waiting outside the door. This is none other than Trip, a young man inspired by the Unova champion Alder. Since he was a little boy, he had researched Pokemon extensively to the point where people predict his skill would be equal to that of an experienced trainer. He is also one of Ash's main rivals for this rewrite. But getting back to the story, Hilda and Trip converse for a bit when Professor Juniper alongside Oak and Ash arrive at the lab. Ash then introduces himself to the two new trainers, and Hilda is excited to meet Ash and tells him she and Trip are about to start their journeys, and Trip, while not acting like a jerk like he does in the original, still acts in a pretty cold manner towards Ash. Ash then states how he's excited for them, and they walk inside the lab. This is where Ash is introduced to the Unova starters, who Trip describes to Ash using his advanced knowledge. Hilda chooses a female Tepig as her partner in Pokemon, and Trip obviously chooses his iconic level 5 Snivy. Oshawott, realizing no one picked him, is honestly quite sad, and so Ash comforts the little guy, foreshadowing his capture later on in the series. Trip then asks Professor Oak about Ash, and Oak tells Trip that he's been traveling for a very long time and has caught a lot of different Pokemon. Naturally, Trip challenges Ash to a Pokemon battle to test his skills and abilities as a Pokemon trainer. Ash, obviously being Ash, gladly accepts the challenge. The two professors and Hilda watch Ash and Pikachu go up against Trip and his new Snivy. Although Ash has the experience, Trip is no pushover for a rookie trainer. He may not have the abilities to take Ash down now, but his extensive research on Pokemon will surely make him a powerful trainer later on. But since this was the first battle he'd ever been in, his research just wouldn't be enough to take down Ash's Pikachu, who has had years of experience and has traveled throughout 4 different regions. So in the end, Ash ends up winning the battle. Trip, now with a newfound respect for Ash, leaves the lab, starting his Pokemon journey. Ash then learns that the first gym is in Striaton City, and has plans to go there for his first gym battle. A few hours later, Ash is about to head out, but Hilda walks up to him before he can take off, asking him if she can come along with him and learn from him. Ash gladly accepts her request, and the two say goodbye to the two professors as they set out for new adventures. This is where the prologue of the series ends. As you guys can probably tell right now, nothing too drastic has changed yet, but in the next episode we will tackle a bunch of new things, such as the introduction of Team Plasma, CILAN, and more importantly, N. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, and I'm sorry this episode was a little bit short. This is just meant to be kind of the introduction episode. I promise that episodes in the future will be a lot longer than this one, and I would love to hear your opinions in the comments down below what you think of today's series. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications to never miss an upload, and to share these videos out there with friends so they can come here and join me for my journey. Also, I do have a Twitter page, so follow me there for updates on the channel and this series. And with that being said, my name is Zanolith, and I'll catch you guys next time.